Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Veronique, the leader of sweepers. So she's got a variety of attacks that she does, and I'm just going to start with the list here. The first one is the overhead slam, and she usually finishes up with an explosion right afterwards, just like you saw. And the best way to get around this is just by dodging to the side, and she usually backs up after she does it, so you're going to have to close the space between you and her to be able to get an attack in. And I'd highly suggest using an amulet that has like some sort of heat resistance or overheat resistance, because you're just going to end up burning through this fight and your health will just wither away. And or you can use consumables too to cure it, but an amulet does help a lot more. The next attack I want to talk about is the 3-hit overhead slam, and on the third slam she's going to do a red attack, which becomes harder to parry, but I would highly suggest parrying these attacks. You can dodge them, and I think they are fairly easy to dodge, but the more you parry her, the more she gets broken down and the easier it will be to stagger her. I feel like it's the easiest move of hers to parry. And as you can see, she's already doing it again, and she does that explosion, which like I said before, you're going to want to dodge away from that, or else it's just going to take your health down really quick. This is one of the hardest bosses that I've came across so far, and she did take me around 15 to 20 tries to beat her, and some of her combo hits can be very fast, honestly. Like, having your parrying on point is very important in this fight, because most of the time it will stop her in her tracks if you land a good parry on her. You can usually disrupt her attacks with a charged heavy attack or a charged cataclysm shot with your Legion arm. That's one thing I have not tried in this fight, but I have heard it works. And I have heard the puppet string is very helpful, the Legion arm, for this fight. Apparently, it makes the fight insanely easy, and the range pull attacks deal a lot of damage, and often it'll stagger her. Again, I haven't used this tactic, but from what I've heard, it makes the fight not even a challenge whatsoever, which isn't fun in my opinion. And if you're looking to just beat her, then I would suggest using it. And the next attack I want to talk about is the spinning attack that she does. It is one of the most annoying attacks that she does, but if you have your parries on point and you just sit there and parry over and over and over and over, you should be able to get through it without taking any damage like you saw that I did. Again, you need to have your parries on point and just be tapping it over and over as she's hitting you. I mean, that goes for any attack that she does, really, but it is one of the most annoying attacks that she does, because she's just sitting there moving closer to you, and it's backing you up towards wherever you're, getting pushed up against. So it does make it hard. I would just suggest focusing on timing your parries as well as possible. To be honest, I haven't found anything that she is weak against. I didn't try fire just because, she's obviously using fire, so I assumed that she wouldn't be weak to it. So I did try electric and acid, and I feel like the acid did work okay, but I do feel like the electricity worked a little better. I don't know if they are any stronger than the other, like as far as her weaknesses go, but I mean, feel free to test them out and see which one works best for you. Like I said, the electricity one I feel like worked a little bit better for me. And I would use those on your grindstones if you are using those, because any status effect that you can inflict on her, the better, to be honest. So this next attack I want to talk about is these delayed attacks that she does with these swings. They're really hard to time, and she does do a lunge that you just saw that I parried. And this attack is so annoying. I don't know how many times I died from this attack. Mainly because you're just used to her swinging, and when she lunges at you like that, it makes it really hard to time the parry. But as you try her more and more, you'll eventually learn her attacks just like you would any other boss, and she does become a little bit easier. Unfortunately, this guide isn't going to be showing you to use the puppet string or the Legion arm, the shotgun Legion arm that you got in this DLC. This is mainly just focusing on trying to dodge her attacks or parry her attacks, so that way you can work on staggering her and then doing death blows on her. Like I said, I struggled with this boss for so long. It at least took me 45 minutes to beat her. Another amulet that I would suggest using is the Impregnable Fortress amulet. This amulet is really good because when performing a successful guard, it does not affect the weapon durability. So you can essentially, if you're good at guarding, you can just keep your weapon durability up to full pretty much the whole time. It's a very, very helpful amulet, especially in boss fights. Now, when she does go into the inflamed mode, like when she gets her hammer on fire, you're really going to want to watch out for this because this is going to obviously do a lot more damage to you. It's going to burn you if you don't have any amulets for overheat resistance, and it's just a lot more lethal. Like I said, if you can get your parries down, you can break her hammer like you just saw me do, and then the more you parry her, the more her stance is going to get broken. And as you see, I just staggered her, and now I can do a death blow on her, which is the most important moments in the boss fights because you can just sit there and wail on him for a second, and it deals the most damage, obviously. So the next attack I want to go over is her flamethrower move, and obviously if you get hit by this, it's going to drain your health very fast. So you do want to watch out for it, but it is a very good opportunity to get up behind her and be able to hit her or backstab her. And I know I've mentioned this, but I can't express this enough. You do need to be using an overheat resistance amulet because it's going to help a lot in this fight. It's going to keep you from having an overheat bar that's going to be going up, and it'll start draining your health if it does get to full. So any consumables would help too to help cure it. But yeah, that's one thing you are definitely going to want in this fight. And I've mentioned this too as well. This isn't a boss guide to easily cheese the boss, like with the puppet string or the shotgun legion arm. This is mainly just trying to focus on her attacks, trying to learn her attacks, trying to get better at parrying, because once you do that, you can literally conquer any boss, honestly. And this should go without saying, but the best strategy would be to just attack her as much as you can as soon as she's done with her combos. And if she's ever trying to back up, like especially after her explosion attack, just try to close the gap between you and her so she doesn't have a chance to be able to get another attack in on you. But also it is very important to try to keep some distance from her at certain points so she cannot hit you, and then as soon as she's done with her attack, you need to go in and get your hits in. Because sometimes when the closer you are, the worse it can be for you. So right now I'm going to show you guys my final attempt with her where I was able to beat her. Just try to take some mental notes if you can. And this is by no means the best fight that I've ever had. So it's not the greatest, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Make it stop! Finally!
God damn it.